What you're about to hear shouldn't exist. Space is supposed to be silent. But NASA's instruments have been picking up something else entirely. Sounds that make grown scientists uncomfortable. Sounds that come from places where the laws of physics break down completely. These aren't movie sound effects. These are real recordings from the depths of space, converted from electromagnetic waves and vibrations into something we can actually hear. Each one tells a story about forces so massive, so alien, that they challenge everything we think we know about our universe. Are you ready to listen to the voice of the cosmos? Because once you hear these sounds, you'll never look at the night sky the same way again. Saturn isn't just a planet with rings, it's a massive radio transmitter. Its magnetic field interacts with charged particles from the sun, creating electromagnetic waves that ripple through space like invisible lightning. When scientists convert these waves into sound, Saturn becomes a cosmic orchestra. The sound is haunting like a choir of ghosts singing in harmony, rising and falling in perfect pitch. Sometimes it sounds almost human, as if the planet itself is trying to communicate. The tones shift and dance, creating melodies that seem impossibly organized for something born from chaos. Here's what will give you chills. Saturn's song changes with the seasons. As the planet tilts toward and away from the sun, the harmonies to shift. Like a massive instrument being slowly tuned by invisible hands, scientists still can't fully explain why the patterns are so eerily musical. Jupiter's magnetic field is 20,000 times stronger than Earth's, creating a bubble of charged particles that extends millions of miles into space. When solar wind hits this invisible shield, it creates electromagnetic storms that would make Earth's auroras look like birthday candles. The sound is pure electrical fury, crackling, popping, and roaring like a campfire the size of a solar system. You can hear the raw power of magnetism itself, sparking and snapping as it wrestles with the solar wind. It's the sound of two titanic forces locked in eternal combat. What's terrifying is the scale. Each pop you hear represents an electromagnetic burst powerful enough to fry every electronic device on Earth. Jupiter's magnetic field is so violent that it can actually be heard on AM radio during certain planetary alignments, nature's own cosmic radio station. In the Perseus galaxy cluster, there's a supermassive black hole that's been screaming for 2.5 billion years. The sound comes from pressure waves rippling through the hot gas surrounding the black hole, creating the deepest note ever detected in the universe, a B-flat that's 57 octaves below middle C. It's a sound that seems to come from the end of everything, deep, resonant, and impossibly low, like standing next to a massive organ pipe the size of a galaxy. The tone is so deep it's less heard than felt, vibrating through your bones with the weight of collapsed stars. The most chilling part: this isn't just any sound, it's the sound of time itself slowing down. Near the black hole's event horizon, time moves so slowly that what seems like seconds to us becomes hours. You're literally hearing the universe's death song, stretched across eons. When Voyager 1 crossed the boundary of our solar system in 2012, it sent back something unexpected: the sound of interstellar space itself. The spacecraft's instruments detected vibrations in the thin plasma between stars, revealing what the void beyond our sun actually sounds like. The sound is unsettling, like wind through a vast, empty cathedral. It rises and falls in slow waves, sometimes almost silent, sometimes building to an otherworldly whistle. It's the sound of true loneliness, of space so empty that atoms are separated by miles. What makes this even more haunting is the realization that this is the sound of forever. Voyager 1 is now in a region of space where it will drift for millions of years, carrying this cosmic whisper with it. In a way, we're hearing the sound of our own message in a bottle, floating away into the infinite dark. At the center of our galaxy lies Sagittarius A*, a supermassive black hole 4 million times more massive than our Sun. Using radio telescopes, scientists have detected rhythmic pulses of energy emanating from this cosmic monster, creating what sounds like the universe's own heartbeat. The sound is deeply unsettling, a slow, steady pulse that seems to echo from the depths of space itself. Each beat represents the black hole consuming matter, growing stronger with every meal. It's rhythmic, hypnotic, and completely alien, like listening to the pulse of something that shouldn't be alive. The terrifying reality is that this heartbeat controls our entire galaxy. Every star, every planet, every atom in the Milky Way dances to this rhythm. We're all part of something vast and incomprehensible, spinning around a darkness that beats like a living thing. Cassiopeia A is the remnant of a star that exploded 300 years ago, creating a supernova so bright it could be seen from Earth during the day. The shockwave from that explosion is still expanding, creating jets of superheated gas that scream through space at millions of miles per hour. The sound is violent and chaotic, like metal being torn apart in a cosmic blender. You can hear the raw destruction of a star that once burned for billions of years, now reduced to shrieking fragments flying through the void. It's the sound of stellar death. Played out on a scale that dwarfs human imagination. What's truly chilling is that this is our future. In about 5 billion years, our own sun will go through its death throes, and the sound will be similar, a final scream that will echo through space long after Earth has been reduced to cosmic dust. The Eagle Nebula's famous pillars of creation aren't just beautiful, they're massive stellar nurseries where new stars are being born. The process creates shockwaves and stellar winds that ripple through clouds of gas and dust, producing sounds that are surprisingly musical. The sound is ethereal and otherworldly, like a cosmic wind chime made of stardust. You can hear the gentle whoosh of stellar winds and the subtle vibrations of gas clouds being sculpted into new solar systems. It's the sound of creation itself, of the universe building its next generation of stars. The beautiful irony is that these pillars are actually being destroyed by the very stars they're creating. The young star's radiation is slowly eroding the columns, meaning we're hearing both birth and death happening simultaneously, the universe composing and decomposing its own symphony. The Sombrero Galaxy sits 28 million light-years away, its distinctive shape created by a massive dust lane that cuts across its bright core. Hidden within this cosmic hat is a supermassive black hole that's unusually quiet, producing barely detectable radio whispers. This sound is subtle and mysterious, like someone whispering secrets in a language you almost understand. It's the sound of a galaxy in perfect balance, where the central black hole has reached an equilibrium with its surroundings. Unlike other cosmic screams, this is a gentle murmur from deep space. What makes this sound so unnerving is its restraint. Most black holes are violent and chaotic, but the Sombrero Galaxy's monster is patient, almost contemplative. It's like hearing something ancient and wise, quietly observing the universe from behind its veil of cosmic dust. Our Aquarius is actually two stars locked in a deadly dance, a white dwarf slowly stealing matter from its red giant companion. As the stolen gas spirals toward the white dwarf, it creates jets of superheated plasma that shoot through space at incredible speeds. The sound is disturbing, like something feeding in the dark. You can hear the slow, methodical consumption as one star devours another, punctuated by violent outbursts when the white dwarf can't handle its stolen meal. It's cosmic cannibalism set to music. The horrifying truth is that this feeding will continue for millions of years until the white dwarf finally consumes enough matter to explode as a supernova. We're literally hearing the slow-motion murder of a star, played out over cosmic timescales. The Carina Nebula is home to some of the most massive stars in our galaxy, including the unstable monster known as Eta Carinae. The region is filled with the death rattles of dying giants and the birth cries of new stars, creating a complex symphony of creation and destruction. The sound is chaotic and beautiful, like a cosmic storm where thunder and lightning are made of starlight. You can hear the violent stellar winds colliding with clouds of gas, creating shock waves that ripple through space like cosmic thunder. It's the sound of stellar violence on an unimaginable scale. What's truly terrifying is that Eta Carinae could explode at any moment, creating a gamma-ray burst so powerful it could sterilize half our galaxy. We're listening to a cosmic time bomb that's been ticking for thousands of years, and we have no idea when it will go off. In 1987, a star exploded in a nearby galaxy, creating the first supernova visible to the naked eye in 400 years. But this wasn't just any explosion, it was the death of a star that had already died once before, creating a double shockwave that still echoes through space today. The sound is profound and mournful, like a cosmic funeral bell tolling for a dead star. You can hear the multiple shockwaves as they expand through space, each one telling the story of a different stage of stellar death. It's the sound of finality, of something that can never be undone. The most haunting aspect is the time delay. The light from this explosion traveled 160,000 years to reach us, meaning we're hearing the death song of a star that died when early humans were just learning to make fire. It's a reminder that everything we see in the night sky is ancient history. Bullet cluster is the aftermath of two galaxy clusters colliding at speeds of millions of miles per hour. The impact was so violent it literally ripped dark matter away from normal matter, creating one of the most energetic events since the Big Bang. The sound is apocalyptic, like two universes crashing into each other. You can hear the cosmic impact as trillions of stars are flung through space, their gravitational waves creating ripples that stretch the fabric of space-time itself. It's the sound of reality being torn apart and rebuilt. What makes this sound truly terrifying is the scale of destruction. Entire galaxies were shredded in seconds, their stars scattered like dust in a cosmic wind. It's a reminder that even the largest structures in the universe are fragile when faced with truly cosmic forces. Crab Nebula is the remains of a supernova that Chinese astronomers saw in 1054 AD. At its center spins a pulsar neutron star that rotates 30 times per second, sending out beams of radiation like a cosmic lighthouse. The sound is hypnotic and mechanical, like a cosmic metronome keeping time for the universe. Each pulse represents a complete rotation of a star so dense that a teaspoon of its matter would weigh as much as Mount Everest. It's the sound of physics pushed to its absolute limit. The unsettling reality is that this pulsar is more accurate than any clock on Earth. It's been keeping perfect time for nearly 1,000 years, a cosmic timepiece that will continue ticking long after our civilization has crumbled to dust. The Chandra Deep Field South is a patch of sky no bigger than your thumb at arm's length, but it contains the light from some of the first galaxies that formed after the Big Bang. It's like looking at baby pictures of the universe itself. The sound is ancient and profound, like hearing the first words ever spoken. These are the echoes of galaxies forming when the universe was just a fraction of its current age, when the first stars were igniting and the cosmic dark age was ending. It's the sound of everything beginning. What's mind-bending is that we're hearing the universe's childhood from 13 billion years ago. The light and radio waves from these primordial galaxies have been traveling through space since before our solar system existed, carrying the whispers of cosmic dawn. Westerland 2 is a young star cluster where massive stars are being born at an incredible rate. The stellar winds from these newborn giants create cavities in the surrounding gas clouds, producing sounds that are surprisingly gentle for such violent, stellar birth. The sound is oddly comforting, like a cosmic lullaby, sung by newborn stars. Despite the incredible violence of stellar formation, the acoustic signature is almost peaceful, like distant wind chimes made of starlight. It's the sound of the universe nurturing its newest children. The beautiful irony is that these baby stars are already planning their own destruction. The most massive ones will burn through their fuel in just a few million years before exploding as supernovas. Turning this peaceful nursery into a cosmic battlefield. These are the voices of the cosmos. The sounds that fill the space between stars, the whispers of black holes, and the birth cries of galaxies. They remind us that space isn't empty at all, but filled with invisible forces that dwarf human imagination. Every sound you've heard today is real, captured by our instruments, and converted into something we can understand. They are proof that the universe is far stranger and more alive than we ever imagined. And somewhere out there, in the depths of space, these sounds continue on eternal symphony, playing to an audience of one. The next time you look up at the night sky, remember, you're not looking at silence. You're looking at the greatest concert ever performed, and we've only just learned how to listen.